Welcome to Sports Nights with Jorge.
All right, sports fans, welcome to Sports Night with Ori. Once again, guys, I came in to give you some updates. Hope you guys are having a lovely, lovely Tuesday. Tomorrow, Wednesday. Uh, Basically, we're going to talk today sports. What's available out there? Well, let me tell you what's available out there. I was hearing former Major League Baseball player Pedro Martinez in one of the podcasts earlier today talking about the Orioles, how the Orioles' presence of a veteran player like Burns and Anthony Santander will help the ball club. Why? Because they've been into this situation where they win or lose and they'll come out of it. It is a young ball club. Of course, we have Gunnar Anderson, we got Adley Rushman, but the Orioles just can't win. I mean, we got a new manager. He's what, 0-3, 0-4 now. Has not won a game. Uh, Tough game last night. I've been watching all Orioles game, and it's actually kind of upset. They started the season struggling already with injuries, which is part of the sports. But listen, I know Brandon Hype got fired, but I'm gonna say something about our general manager, vice president, Elias, whatever his name is. I always confuse his name. But look what he did with Houston. Yeah, they won a couple of Super Bowl. Sorry, they won a couple of World Series. And what happened after that? A disaster. The team lost what, 100 games after he left. He dismantled the team, and that's what they do, dismantle the team. I mean, it is sad as an Oriole fan. It's overwhelming. It's upset because this team has potential. They're young, but once you let your pitching staff go, listen, that's not helping the Orioles right now. Last night they were trailing 4-1. Mullins hit the 3-run homer, tied the game at 4. Here comes Cano, get the first 2 outs, and then he couldn't get the last out and gave up the winning run. This is the part I don't understand about the Orioles. I'm not going to blame the hitting on this part. I'm going to blame more of the pitching because that's the issue, the pitching. How many times the Orioles had the lead, gave it to the bullpen, and they gave it up. The other night, that's what Felix Bautista did, which he never does. He gave up. Of course, he threw the ball away in error, but we lost the game. So, looking at the hitting of this ball club too, their batting average is pretty bad. Pretty bad. With runners scoring position, they're like 219 in the league. I think it's one of the worst in the league. Last night's another occasion. Had players on base, couldn't first and second, nobody. I mean, one out, first nobody out, then one out. You couldn't drive them in. I don't see the fundamental of them playing like bunt the ball, bunt the runner over to second and third, one out, at least a sac fly. I don't see this team doing this. I mean, right now, I just don't see it. So, by the way, tonight, the Florida Panthers, congratulations. They beat the Toronto Maple Leafs. They'll play the Carolina Hurricanes tonight at 8 o'clock, first game of the Eastern Conference Final. I think that will go 7 games also. I got a friend of mine telling me that's not going to happen, but I think it is. I think they're going to go. They'll go 7 games. I mean, Carolina's not the same team. Carolina has been there, and man, they exit early. So tough matchup for the Panthers because Carolina always give the Panthers problem. By the way, Now the other one is Ramsey, our cornerback for the Miami Dolphins. Um, Rumors are three teams out there now. Now they said the Rams continue to go back home to the Rams, but at the same time they were saying possible possibility. The the Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. Now we are eyeing, we're looking at other cornerbacks available out there. So hopefully Miami could get something for Ramsey. And then another issue we're talking about, Tariq Hill. I mean, what are we going to expect for the Miami Dolphins? Once again, we don't know, guys. We have no idea what's going to happen. Um, I believe that the Dolphins has their homework to do, like basically all the NFL teams to do. They have to look ways how to protect Tua, how to run the ball more, and this dink and dunk is not going to work. It's not going to work in this league. Just to let you guys know, McDaniel is turning in his play calling to the new offensive coordinator, and hopefully we could see a change. Remember, last year we used tight end. Tight end had a good year. Finally, I mean, well, as we know, McDaniel is not a tight end guy. He's not crazy about them, but at the same time, you got to do what you got to do to win a game. So defensive wise, guys, I'm gonna say Miami looks. I think for me, they look solid up front. The front five. Maybe one of the weaknesses could be a safety or corner, but if you put pressure up front, it's lights out. So Chop Robinson, uh, Jalen Phillip, Chubbs, when healthy. But once again, we got to be healthy. If we're not healthy, we're not gonna go nowhere, guys. So, but anyhow, welcome to Sports Night. Those that have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you so much. I reached my 800. Thank you so much for those that have subscribed. Like I said, I came a little bit late to make this recording uh, because I'll be leaving next week. I'll be live from Orlando, Florida. Uh, I think we're gonna have a good time down there. Hopefully, I could give you some more updates and things that's going on because, listen, we one thing that I'm looking right now is predictions. We discussed that too about predictions. Too early for prediction, guys. OTA hasn't started. Preseason is not here yet. So, yeah, we look at mini camps, we look at our rookie camps, and yeah, they're looking good. There's guys out there looking good. I'm happy for them. Some, I'll be honest, some's going to make the team, some are not. You got undrafted that might make the team. So it's wide open in Miami. I'll tell you right now, the competition is it's wide open. So, but as you see what I sent out there with Aaron Rodgers, I'm not joking to you, man. This guy's always in the media. Uh, just let it go, move on, man, and give somebody else an opportunity to play in this league. It's like I said, you want to take a roster spot from somebody. You don't need to take a roster spot from anybody. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead. Like I say, it's gonna be fun this year, especially in football. I'm trying to catch up myself, everything that I'm so behind from. So I'm trying to catch up as much as I can, and hopefully we could get this podcast rolling. I am going to fix my studio here. I'm gonna change it around. I mean, I know we almost football season. We're in baseball, so right now, so hopefully I could get this podcast going the right direction. One thing I'm gonna tell you guys, I when you make predictions or when you make an assumption of giving information out there, I would like to give the right information. I listen a lot to Adam Scheffner. I listen to see Dolphin Media. I don't listen too much because and there's great podcaster out there. I'm not taking any uh any jobs from anybody or competing with anybody. It's just that when you give accurate information, be sure you got the right information. Sometimes, uh, yeah, mistakes happen, and when it happens, you know, sometimes we as fans we get so excited, and then you come to see it as false. That's not real. So, but yeah, but once again, man, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, I have a lot to do, a lot to catch up. Hopefully, with this time off, then we got Memorial Weekend coming up. Hopefully, we could, get more sports involved here. One thing I'm gonna say, those guys that have subscribed, people that subscribe to my channel, thank you so much. I am going back and look at your channel. I do have a time to look at each. I mean, imagine I'm looking at 800 people. So those that subscribe to me, I think it's fair enough to go back and check on them. That's very important. There's a lot of beautiful videos. If you go to my web or you go into my YouTube and you see my subscribers, you could go in there and subscribe to them too, also because they got great things to share. There's a lot of great things to share. And once again, we're here to support one another. We're here to help one another. So, but yeah, tonight's a big game. Like I told you earlier, Panthers in Carolina. Uh, Great matchup. Orioles play tonight again in Milwaukee. Hopefully they can lose their losing streak. I'm praying they do. I mean, listen, you can't say much when the team is making fundamental errors. Things that you say, what in the world? From a 90 win season, you're looking now at 80, 90 losses. The way they're heading. It's funny when they say, "Hey, we could turn it around." Well, when are you going to turn it around? And I know the pitching is the issue. Now Gibson is gone. They put it, DFA, so they sent him down. So he's a free agent and he's gone, and that was a waste of payroll. Unfortunately, he tried to come in this league and do it. Morton is still trying, guys. I guess he have his days. So, but I'm trying to remain positive with the Orioles. Really, I mean, right now you're 11, 12 games behind first place. The Yankees playing good ball. Um, Same thing happened the other night with the former Yankee outfielder running the bases. The manager called him out from the Mets, Juan Soto, and said, "Man, you didn't hustle to first base. 2 outs. He just like trotted to first base, and then he picked it up and ran." This is where I say when you get players that make all these big bucks, you gotta hustle, man. You gotta show these kids around you that you really care about the sports. And sometimes, we just see it and people don't care about the sports, but that's what we're here for, to show support. So if you have a player that makes good money, makes more than you, and he's not showing support in your team, you don't need him in your team. And on that side, he said that he did hustle to first base. I don't think he did, but unfortunately, that's what happens. So I'm actually live. If you want to chat and join in, you go ahead and you could do so. I'm just checking some updates here now. I'll be you guys in a few minutes. And then I'm trying to also do some nice, hopefully down the road, when I get a permission of doing live videos, sports live videos. Hopefully I could do that. So if I do that, that'll be amazing, guys. That'll show you more highlights, more stuff that I do, and I do have the highlights on the shorts. especially the Orioles. I do have original highlights. But anyhow, anybody wants to join in and chat, you could join in. Like I said, I'm gonna be here just for a little while. It's gonna be a busy weekend for me this weekend. It's Memorial Weekend. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get everything situated, get everything done the right way, the correct way. Hopefully, I can get everything the way I want to get it done. So hopefully, I do. If you haven't joined or the chat, or you never, I mean, if you haven't subscribed to the channel or joined the chat, you go ahead and join the chat. Uh, the Orioles are 15 wins and 31 losses. They're actually 12 games behind the Yankees, and that is not good, guys. That's not a good way to start the season. That's not a good way to be behind. I know it's 162 games, but at the same time, who knows? Wow. All right, fans. I'm back. I'm just checking my computer for a second. But anyhow, once again, hope you guys having a lovely Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Um, remember, it's a holiday weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend. Salute to all the veterans in Memorial Weekend. Uh, those that give the service to this country. So I'm proud of that. So you guys gotta continue to, to pray these individuals and pray for everybody in this world, man. That's how I feel. So hopefully you guys have spent time with your family this weekend. Uh, but yeah, man, going back to sports, I was talking about when I opened the program. Talk about the Panthers, the Dolphins. Now we have the NBA, Knicks and Pacer. That's another one. It's going to be good. We have to understand that a young team. New York got to show something, and that's the thing. When New York, when you play a big city, the fan expect a lot from you, man, a lot. So, but today I was speaking to it's actually a Dolphin fan, and I want to thank you so much for coming by to the store when I was working. We were talking about actually the Miami Dolphins. Uh, we talk about Tyreek Hill. We talk about the defense. We talk about the offense. Uh, we talk about the schedule. And when I look at the schedule, once again, I'm gonna tell you guys, I don't do my pick after the preseason. I have to wait through injuries, trades. Remember, June 1st, it's the day that players get released or traded, or so I don't do all that until it actually gets here. And Miami, listen, people say they have a promising schedule. Looking at NFL Network and looking at all these analysis and experts, they got Miami at 4-12. One has Miami think 9-7 or I think 9-7. I think it was. Or 9-8. My bad. 9-8. So I don't know, man. I don't know where you get these numbers. You haven't played one snap in the NFL yet. I just don't know how they get these numbers. So, but I do believe that they could be competitive if they stay healthy. Now, I'm gonna say this. I mean, I love Tariq Hill, and you guys know me for a long time. I don't talk bad about athletes. I don't like to put players in spot that they don't deserve to be. But if you're not happy in Miami, just go ahead and leave and give somebody else an opportunity. I'm a firm believer in that, man. You don't want to have a bad teammate in your ball club, because that's going to affect the whole ball club. So I look at that, and I look at the quarterback situation in Cleveland. That's another thing we talked about. 5 quarterbacks, one that probably will be cut, let go. Deshaun Watson, injury. I don't think they're going to keep him. I think they're going to let him go. Dylan, Flacco, and Shador, Sanders, maybe out of 3 quarterbacks there. I don't see Pickett either. I see probably Trey Pickett, and because Pickett's going to want to start because I'll tell you something, if Flacco goes down and Pickett is there, that's who's going to start. But see, I don't see Cleveland keeping 4 quarterbacks whatsoever. So, and that's one thing I say, man. Quarterback position is so difficult nowadays in this league. And I even saw Shador. I mean, contract. Well, $4.6 million for 4 years. I don't know, man. Does Cleveland really feel comfortable of him being a starter? I don't know. I just, or the Cleveland did this to go ahead and try to use some of these quarterback for baits, for trade baits. Who knows? Who knows? Quarterback need. I'm gonna say between Pittsburgh, the Saints, and the Vikings. I think those 3 teams, and probably Seattle, even though Seattle signed the guy from Minnesota, but don't know. That don't look good to me. So, but once again, anything could happen. It's part of sports. I'm just doing a testing one because sometimes my signal get lost here. Sometimes it says excellent connection, but sometimes my signal goes away. But I guess it's working. So anyhow, tonight 8 o'clock we have the Panthers and the Carolina Hurricanes. That's going to be a good game. Then NBA. Let me see the NBA. Yeah, Timberwolves and the Thunders. Game 1. Wow. Timberwolves and Thunders game 1. That's gonna be a good game. So, but anyway, I want to say thank you so much for the subscribers, guys. Continue to being supportive, and the same thing, vice versa to you guys. I'm gonna be supportive to you guys too. So that's one thing I want you to understand. At the end of the day, yeah, I've been working a lot. I've been tired. I'm gonna tell you, I haven't. I'm getting ready for inventory where I work at. Hopefully, by the time I leave to Orlando and I come back, we should be okay. So I'm hoping they'll be fine. So, but anyhow, going back to the Orioles, I mean, I know I'm going back and forth here. What they need to do, because looking at this ball club, looking at the actual lineup they got, I'm gonna be honest with you. They got youngster, but they're all struggling. I mean, Rushman, the catcher, struggling. Gunner came out of the IL, struggled at the beginning. Now we have God, what's the outfielder name? I'm telling you, he went back on the DL. So it's like the Orioles cannot catch a break. They can't catch a break, and it's hurting the ball club right now. Big time, it's hurting the ball club. So I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. Sagano. I think it's Sagano, the young rookie pitcher the Orioles has. He's a great pitcher, but my God, he has given up a lot of home runs. I mean, good pitcher. Eflin had a couple of starts, and then he got whacked the other day. So sometimes you have your days, man. And no matter how much this manager shuffled the lineup, they're still struggling, regardless. So, but anyhow, I'll be probably here to 8 o'clock before the game starts. God, if you haven't joined in, you could join in the chat. Like I say, I'm live. I've been here 27 minutes already. So, but like I said, there's a lot to talk about, man. There's a lot going on. There's a lot in sports. Sports wide open already this year, especially this year. It's wide open. So, but think about it. I mean, if you have a passion of your team or sports, because listen, I let everybody come here and talk about their team. I mean, I got Jets fans, Giants fans. We have all type of fans here. I say, go ahead, come in, let's chat, and tell me, and we'll talk about your team. Now, you got fans and fanatics. That's the big difference. I try to tell everybody that it's just a game, and see what happens, and look at your draft picks, look at your free agency. I mean, right now we were talking today at work about actually the NFC East. We were the Commanders and the Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Listen, the Eagles lost a lot of players. In that division, the Commanders look good. The Commander will surprise you. I mean, they got a heck of a team. So you got to look at that. You got to stay positive and look at that. Okay, the Commander, and then you have the Kansas City Chiefs, which I still, even though I always pick them, and man, they always do me wrong. I mean, I do them wrong because I pick them not to win it. But they got to prove anybody in the AFC that could beat them. So I mean, look at that division that they're in now. Denver looks more improved. Chargers look more improved. Raiders look more improved. So there'll be some battle in that division. Now you look at the side of the Dolphins, the AFC East. Same thing. I think the new coach at New England has improved. Might not win the division, but they look improved. The Jets with Justin Fields. Now I said it. If Justin Fields goes 0-3 in New York, you guys are gonna boo them and want them out of there. So let's be honest. So that's gonna be another test. Miami. Right now, the question mark is Tua. That's it. Buffalo Bills. That's their division. Listen, if I had Josh Allen, I was talking to one of the guys today too about that. If I had Josh Allen in my ball club, because let me tell you something. What is Josh Allen without the Buffalo? Because the Buffalo Bills, the moment they lose Allen, they got nobody. Because Allen is the head of that team, regardless. I don't care what anybody says, and that happens. I mean, that's part of football. And then you got the improved Bears with the draft picks. They look good. Uh, got Daniel some help also in Washington. Uh, listen, it's gonna be Minnesota Vikings. They look, I don't say good, but they look mediocre. Seattle. Remember, Geno Smith went to the Raiders, so there's a lot of stuff that you're gonna see this year in the NFL that it's gonna probably trigger you and say, "What in the world? I didn't expect this from my team." Well, just take it one like I said, take it one game at a time. So, and I always say that to everybody. You can't take things personal. It's just that you got a healthy ball club, you got a good chance to go far. But you got to be healthy the whole year, and that's hard to do because I mean your body gets a beating regardless. So, but yeah, but if you haven't joined in or you haven't joined the chat, you could join the chat. Just came here to give you a little update of Ramsey. Rumors are that possibly back to the Rams, his old team. But according to what I hear, he wants to play for a winning team. So once again, tomorrow's Wednesday. I hope you guys had a great job, good day at the job today, at work today, or job work, whatever. Uh, I came from work and I said, well, let me do this little video because I haven't done video for a while. And I'm so behind in so many things. I want to catch up and I need to catch up. But hopefully on my trip to Orlando next week, I'll be able to catch up on a lot of stuff that I could catch up to bring you guys the most accurate information, most sports update that I could give you. Now, I know we got Dolphin fans out there. I know we have Jets fans. I know we have plenty of fans out there. Okay, you could join the chat. You could ask your comment. If you don't want to join the chat and you want to leave a comment for me, trust me, I will respond your comments. I always do that to all my subscribers. When I get a chance, I go in there and I start answering questions. The best of my knowledge, of course. You got a lot of experts out there too. So, and once again, you might see a different opinion. I just feel that this is a year in the NFL where you see surprises, and of course, every year you see surprises in the NFL. But I think you see more surprises. In baseball, if you're an Oriole fan, you're not going to see no surprises. It's going to be a long season, and I tell you something, they better turn it around, because I'm a firm believer. Losing 31 games already, okay? Because you play 81 in the first half and 80. It depends. Sometimes you play 82 in the first half, or you play 80 in the second half. Listen, playing 300 ball, it's not going to do in this league. It's not going to do it. So once again, those that subscribe to the channel, thank you so much. I appreciate it, guys. Here's a good one I'm gonna bring up. We haven't talked about Bill Belichick. How well will he coach the North Carolina football team? Did anybody has thought about that? I was thinking about that. How well will he do in college? The same way he was successful in the NFL? I don't know. That's another thing that has to remain to be seen. So, if you join the chat, be sure you hit the like button as you walk in or get in the channel. So, but tonight you got the first game of the playoff, well, the Eastern Conference finals between the Panthers and the Carolina Hurricanes, and then you got the Timberwolves and the Thunders tonight also. So hopefully, hopefully we see great action. But I'm gonna say once again, thank you so much those that have subscribed to my channel. I'm at 807. Hopefully down the road I'll reach 1,000 and my watch hours and my picks. I mean, it's just hard with the new rhythm in YouTube, but you just gotta continue doing what you're doing, have fun with it, and move forward with it. So let me give you some baseball score. We have the Cubs won, the Marlins won, top of the fourth. Reds and Pirates 0-0. Uh, Braves 3, National 3. Red Sox 0-0. Astro and Rays 0-0. Yankees versus Rangers 0-0. And then Blue Jays are beating the Padres 1-0. So then you got Mariners and White Sox 0-0, and then the Orioles play tonight against the Brewers. So it's a challenge, guys. It's a challenge. You know, sports is very challenging. So especially baseball. When you play 162 games, you know, I was thinking, imagine they play 82 games season. That'd be amazing, huh? But then, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, look at my shorts and my videos. Just see it, see if you like it, and if you do, you could join in. I mean, like I say, this is my first year doing this, and I'm happy with what I'm doing. I have a passion for sports, and I love what I'm doing. So, at the same time, I don't regret anything. I just do it for fun. So I'm just checking my sports here, my updates. Oh, you saw the Olympics also? The Olympics bringing black. Sorry, not black. They're bringing flag football. I apologize, flag football. Uh, to the game. So I'm just checking my numbers out here. But anyhow, going back to what I was saying. So the Olympics planning to bring flag football, American flag football. Instead of tackle football, you're playing flag. So what do you guys think about that? I don't know. It's probably good for Tyreek Hill. See, now we got the message about where where Aaron Rodgers can land. Could land, land probably in Pittsburgh or the Saints or Minnesota. I don't know. I think he should land himself on the sofa, watching TV and eating pizza. Stop taking the roster away from a player, man. You did your time, man. I mean, I appreciate everything you did, man. You know, you won Super Bowls and everything, but time to go, buddy. Time to go. All right, sports fans. Be here a little bit, probably 3 more minutes, and I'll be out of here. I've been here 41 minutes. I'm just came in for a little while. I'm not gonna be here too long. Um, so I'll probably go live during this weekend. So like I say, I'll be working my studio, changing my studio around. I gotta add more things and change things. Hopefully, I could get this ready for the NFL. So that's what I'm hoping for. Especially everything that's coming up with sports. NBA, the NBA finals, and then NHL Stanley Cup and all that. So I'm gonna have this ready. Hopefully, I can see you guys next time. Normally, I should put the notification on. I just go live to that just in case because sometimes I have to prepare all this, and sometimes I don't have time to prepare it. But hopefully, this is good enough to spend time and chat with you guys. But once again, thank you so much, man. Got 1 more minute. I was gonna say 8 o'clock, but I think I'm gonna call it 1 more minute because I got things to do, things to catch up. Like I say, I'm creating new videos, new stuff for the program. So anyhow, I want to thank you so much for tonight. Hopefully, I see you next time live. I'll send you guys a bell notification. I know most of you guys heading home and tired and all that. So, but anyhow, thank you so much. You guys have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much. Don't forget. Sports Night with Jorge. Don't forget. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much.
Welcome to Sports Nights with Jorge.